Okay, so we're still working with the ambiguous case here. And remember I said the first thing to do is to draw your triangle. So we have A, B, C. And again, I like to put the A, the B, and then the C just so that it matches the picture. And then side B is given, so that's 10. And side C is given, and that's 5. And then the measure of angle C is given, and that's 45. So with our chart is always comparing like the H and the A together, or A and B. So since we don't have side A, we are just going to set up our law of sines and see if we can solve our triangles so that we can find A to decide what case we have. So we do have a matching pair here. We have an angle on the side across from it. So we'll set up the sine of 45 degrees over 5 equals the sine of B over 10, and then we're going to solve for B. So because you're solving for an angle, we're going to have to use the inverse. Okay, so use inverse when solving for an angle. Okay, so if I cross multiply and then divide, I'm going to end up with the sine of B equals 10 times the sine of 45 divided by 5. That's setting it up exactly like how we did before. And then just the one more step you're doing is the inverse. Okay, so let's set this up. So I have 10 times, oh, I'll show you another way you can do this. So 10 times the sine of 45 divided by 5. Now, if you want to do the sine inverse of that, you can just do sine inverse and then click on second and then your answer key and then hit enter. Oh, so if you look here, it says there's a domain error. Okay, when that happens, when there's a domain error, first thing I would do is double check my work. So I'm going to do this again. The sine inverse of 10 times the sine of 45 divided by 5. Okay, again, I get an error here, so I know it's not the way I'm putting it into the calculator. When you get the domain error, what that means is it's not possible to calculate this. So we have 0 triangles in this case. So 0 triangles. Okay, no triangles can be formed. That's why we kept getting an error.